Dfest Music Conference and Festival brings performers from at least 20 different genres. Musicians from around the world come to Tulsa for 2 days of performances. As the lights go up for the main stage and organizers are setting up for the big event, fans are already lining up and getting ready for this year's big headliners.
I really like some of the headliners, Black Crowes and Cake and Blue October, so yeah, I'll be hanging out as much as I can.
More than 160 bands on 13 different stages, all located in the Blue Dome District, are playing for this weekend's event. About 50 of those bands are from Oklahoma.
This is it. All 4.5 blocks are all Dfest from now until Sunday morning.
Thousands of people from everywhere.
Yeah, we're expecting 70,000 people.
Jen Clark is with Dfest. She says this event is expected to have a huge economic impact on Oklahoma. They're predicting a more than $12 million boost this weekend. Event vendors like Delinda Humphreys is looking forward to networking and making connections. She says Dfest shines a better light on Oklahoma.
I think it brings a lot of awareness to what's going on downtown here. There's a lot of new building and new businesses coming into downtown Tulsa in this area, in the Blue Dome District.
There is plenty of food, drink, and music for the VIP party leading up to the event. Vendors, organizers, fans, and several of the Oklahoma bands turned out. Tents were set up for entertaining, and people could even learn the basics on how to DJ. Oklahoma band member Josh McCleskey is performing this weekend with his band, The City Lives. He says people in other parts of the country are surprised by the music scene raising up in our state.
I think the last about 5 years to the last decade that there has been a resurgence in the Oklahoma music scene. And I think a lot of bands are kind of showing that Oklahoma has lots of talents, not just musically, but there's a lot of very talented people, and it makes me proud to be a part of that group.
Dfest is more than just music. It's also a music conference, so up-and-coming musicians can also learn how to move up in their career.
I've seen it go from a small event to this glorious event, basically something that usually happens in bigger cities, and it's great to be a part of not only a concert, but a music conference that kind of teaches you about the music business.
The word on the street is, there's going to be industry here, from the LA, scene and New York and stuff. And everybody's saying they're not here to see the headliners. They're here to find the new talent, which is awesome. I mean, that's great. So I think it's definitely a great opportunity.
New this year, event organizers added yoga. Lisa Bracken is one of the instructors from Canebrake Resort in Northeast Oklahoma.
The founders of Dfest, Angie and Tom Green, have been incredibly gracious in allowing the yoga community from around the entire state, Norman, Oklahoma City, Tulsa, and the thriving metropolis of Wagner, USA. They've been so generous and gracious in allowing us to just basically jump on their coattails with this enormous, magnificent event of Dfest and allow us to contribute yoga. There's so much meshing these days with yoga and the music industry, and it just seemed like a really great fit.